Okay, so I am going to be doing this video from, you guessed it, the bathtub. I am soaking my body after having a massage. Between the week and moving and the massage physically, I'm just in a lot of pain tonight. And I've been thinking of trying to incorporate Epsom salt baths on a regular basis to help with muscles and joints and pain and such. I'm curious if anybody else that has autoimmune disease and chronic pain does the same or has considered it. So before I talk about what I really wanted to talk about, I'll just show you that in my bath is Epsom salt and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different oils, essential oils, all that help with anti-inflammatory issues or pain, sore muscles. There's no rhyme or reason as to why I chose the ones that I did, except that when I looked up the list, I just saw like 20 oils and I just grabbed them. So I can't imagine what I'm going to smell like when I get out here. Oh, also, this particular Epsom salt was a gift to me from my friend Linda, and it smells like it has lavender in it as well. So I didn't add lavender because of it already being in my Epsom salt. Typically, I would just use plain unscented Epsom salt, except that she gave it to me, and I love her. Now, I will also point out the fact that I am wearing a shower cap. I have taken to wearing a shower cap because I don't wash my hair every day. And out of habit, I put it on. And I now realize that I'm in a bathtub and not a shower, and it's unnecessary. So let's just forget about that, shall we? And what's really on my mind tonight is the pain that I'm feeling today. Something that I don't give into very often, except that I have recently begun to take a pain medication, mostly just because I was really worn down with the battle and I wanted some relief, plain and simple. I wanted relief. The physician said it to me in the right way, and I swallowed the pill, literally. Since then, I have been doing some research as to this particular medication and those in its class, and have read, of course, what we already know, that medications are synthetic and chemicals and poison, and if you can stay off of them, you should. And I knew better, except that I wanted to at least take the edge off, which it did. I'm not going to lie. And taking the edge off of the pain has helped me focus on other things and deal with them and get a handle on them. But as I just felt prompted to research other patients who have used the medications and their experiences, it revealed what I suspected. I've been having a problem with my jaw. It's not only is it painful, but it's starting to spasm and feels like it's going to be locking up here pretty soon, and I'm very worried about it. And a small percentage of people who are on this medication have a problem with their jaw, amazingly. And I was already having problems with it, but it's gotten worse since I started the medicine. And so I suspect that it's contributing to it not getting better. And there are horror stories, if you will, about people being violently ill trying to come off of this medication, and it taking a long time to do so, and having to be weaned off of it gradually, so gradually, like you have to take granules out of the capsule, like 1 at a time, 2 at a time, to wean yourself off of it. So I'm going to, although I've only been on it for a couple of months, I'm going to go ahead and get off of it. So this is where we come to the point of this video tonight, and that is, number 1, trying not to beat myself up over something that I had pledged I wouldn't do. I'm not taking any medicine, and I had held true for 2.5 years. not giving in to the pain to have to take a medication. So I'm kind of disappointed that I gave in. In a way, I guess I'm just admitting that I'm human and that I'm tired and that the journey is hard and that makes me no different than anyone else. And that's hard to admit. And, not beating yourself up over a mistake or falling off the wagon or doing something that you probably didn't want to do. At the same time, I'm really concerned about getting ill. I've taken some granules out of the medication the last 2 nights to try to start self-weaning. And I can tell in the mornings it's been really hard, nauseous and sick, and having to put something in my stomach to try to counteract that. I don't want to be violently sick. I don't have time for that. But probably even more prevalent on my mind is the return of the pain. Like I said, the medication took the edge off, and I'm not really hip to bringing that back. So I'm hoping that as I am dealing with things in a new way, maybe I can develop other coping mechanisms for dealing with all of my challenges, and that when the pain does return, that the changes I'm making in stress and diet and mentally and emotionally and spiritually, that's all going to bring a great cocktail to help the pain not be unbearable, which is where I was getting to. So I think really I just kind of want to say out loud, struggling every day in some way, as are you. And I hope that in some way this encourages you, that it's okay to fall off the wagon. It's okay to give yourself that leniency of making mistakes. It's not like you can't recover from that. You can try again. The Bible says that God's mercies are new every morning. I try to encourage myself with that I get to try again tomorrow and do better. And that this whole journey is going to put me at the other end of the path, and one that is not laden with pain and suffering, but victory. Not today, but I'm getting there. So hopefully that encourages you. Thinking about my friends out there that I have talked to today that are suffering as well. And so encouraged by you. Those of you who came out of surgery today, who went in looking your ailments directly in the face and saying that you're going to come in on the other side of that. Kudos for you. Your bravery helps me be brave. Those of you who put on your flawless makeup today and went out into the world, you encouraged me to get dressed and brush my own hair. And those of you who suspected that maybe you too are developing new illnesses and are second guessing your own health care, you too are encouraging me to continue to look around me and make those changes as you are. And I appreciate you reaching out and talking to me. Those of you who are reaching out and wanting to have these kinds of conversations make me feel that I'm not alone and that I'm not crazy and it's not all in my head. And I'm not alone. Nobody wants to be alone. Although I suspect if I wore this shower cap a lot, I'd probably be alone. It's not really flattering, is it? Maybe I could get someone to bedazzle at least the rubber band part, right? Something's got to be done about that.